Good evening and welcome to another Friday writing and productivity stream. I hope everyone is doing well. Um, yeah, I gotta when you stop, well, I haven't stopped streaming. I'm just tired. So I'm just like, how am I supposed to do this? What's I supposed Anyways, I'm also waiting for a delivery, kind of everywhere. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick introduction, and we will roll into the first sprint real quick, and I'll just pause after that so we can have a proper chat and then do the other three sprints. I don't know how much I will be able to get done because um my fingers, especially my hands a little bit, but my fingers have been hurting the entire day. I had to grab my boss's heater so I could keep my hands warm and avoid getting my fingers getting a little bit of bloated, and they are definitely a little chunkier than normal and they hurt a lot. So I don't know how much I am going to be able to do, but I'll do something. I'll try not to do something too strenuous with the fingers, but we shall see. If you're new here, I am Esther Marie Andujar. I'm a Puerto Rican writer aspiring to be a hybrid career author. I write under the fantasy umbrella, and I also write contemporary steaming short romances, though they're getting a little bit on the longer side nowadays, and that is under a non-disclosed pen name. Um, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and roll into that first sprint so I can grab what's being delivered. And when we come back from that first sprint, we will have the rest of the chat. It's so slow. So freaking slow. So I'm just gonna this here and this here and start a sprint, and I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Happy writing, friends. And that is time, friends. I am gonna go ahead and do this. Um, go ahead and do a proper introduction of the of the stream. Um, very early at the beginning, Eva saying hi. We got a Gwenna, we got a Cole, we got a Tiffany. Eva says I'm cleaning because that's all I do lately. It happens. It happens. D just showing and saying hi and doing all the cool things because she is stuck working with a teacher. So hopefully you're able to. I'm sorry. You're able to, finish whatever you're doing with that teacher and they are not annoying. Tiffany says, so I thought I was going to take a nap before you started, and somehow that didn't happen. Now I'm hungry. I hope you made something or thought what you're gonna make so you can eat. I tried Google Docs dictation. It's not good. I think Scrivener dictation has spoiled me. So, and what I'm trying to work on is on Google Docs. I wish I started it on a Scrivener document, but I did not. Even though I don't need it, I don't need it to be in a Google Doc because it's something that I don't want to access everywhere. Alas, I try. I will say out of the two paragraphs, one was dictated, but there were so many things I need to change and correct because it doesn't understand. We got AJC, hello, hello. We got a Des too, hi, hi, hi. Eva says, I took a nap and now I'm at the point in my cleanup where some toads will be shoving closets until the next cleanup. Legit. That sounds perfect. That sounds like every household, honestly. We got a Alicia. Hello, hello. What else? I knew you guys were like talking. Gwen is like playfully considering launching a hot chocolate business in 2026. I mean, I agree. Do it. We got a Morgan too. Hello, hello. It was a passing wind 30 minutes ago, and now I think I just might. And Eva share her daughter and her partner did a lemonade shake up, and it seems that the hard work paid off. So Eva says, I've did a time lapse of me cleaning my hallway 4 different times now. I keep filling it back up as I clean one room, then another. Oh no! Tiffany's like, I thought I was going to take a nap during that sprint, and instead I ended up starting the second epilogue for this book. I mean, honestly, nice work, but also, if you need a nap, take a nap. If you need to eat, please eat. I am here just trying to do something. If you have not shared, but I think almost all of you have shared what you would like to get done during the stream. We kind of like did a little bit of a progress check for most of you. I did 111 words, and I could say like half of them, like 50 of them were dictated, so that's nice. Also, if you're new here, just so you know, usually I do 4 30-minute sprint with a 10-minute break in between. This break might be a little bit longer because I try to do like at the beginning and at the end of the stream, I try to chat and, catch up with people for around 10 to 15 minutes at the beginning and at the end, so I can round up 3 hour stream roughly. But because I was getting a deliver, I pretty much sheeted out people from that beginning. So this break might go a little bit longer, and then we will plow through the next 3 sprints. Um, let's see. We're all just trying this week. Yeah. Uh, part, part of my trying is this is the full week that I am doing my boss vacation. And today there were so many stupid fires that I had to like navigate, and you do realize how little you know about things when people ask you about that, and you're like, I don't know, and damn it, I'm the adult in the room. Or the expert in the room, something like that. And by lunchtime, I was just like done, so very much done. But I still have to work tomorrow. I do get Sunday off, but uh, I don't get like good solid rest until next week, and I can feel it. So yeah, it's a lot. I don't know how people work full time and care for kids and have a husband and have some semblance of friendships. Like, how? That doesn't, I can't. And I don't even have it as bad as people with like full times and husbands and kids and extracurricular activities and all that. I'm just like, no. I don't. I'm crashing out, and it's just me and my mom. So yeah, that this first week, I do count Saturdays and Sundays, so I still have 2 more days of that first week of a full first week of November. So I'm just here, friends. I'm here, and I'm glad to be here with y'all. At least I'm not alone in my feeling of despair, because I'm not despairing. It's like it's not as horrible as it feels. Um, but yeah. Alisa says, I need to write at least 3K words tonight. Would like to get more, but we shall see. You do type pretty fast, so once I'm done with this, like, little bit of a longer break, we'll plow through those 30 minutes. So, you still have an hour and a half of solid focus writing time. And you also can, if you're like really in the groove, you can just mute the stream, mute the tab, and just keep working. Um, you totally got this. Yes. Let's see. JC says, I'm going to finish up my food, then get in my PJs and settle in bed and start some reading that I'm sure is going to keep me up into the wee hours of the morning. And then Tiffany says, reading, you say, JC? And, yep, I'm pretty sure she will probably be better reading something. That sounds exhausting. That's like, yeah. It is. Again, I don't know how parents do it. Like, I can't. That ain't me at all. The other humans do a lot for themselves and one another too. That's true. I do have to, understand that I do have to remember that there's some limitation. My mom has some limitations, but still, like I still think it's just her, and she does a lot of things for herself. And there are parents that have multiple kids at ages that they cannot do things for themselves. Like my hat tipped towards you. Um, how many sprints do you do, Esther? So, uh, this streams, I usually do four. So we already did one. We got three more. They're 30 minutes long, and with a 10-minute break in between. So if you're the entire stream here, you will get 2 focus hours with a hour in between of chatting at the beginning, in between the sprints, and at the end kind of situation. Um, so that's we got 3 more sprints. Very long-winded answer, but yeah, 3 more sprints at this point. Uh, yeah. Oh. As your, I honestly, I don't know how my mom did it when we were kids. Like, I do remember when I was older, it was like it was easier because I was old enough to coordinate some of my, um, like, who am I going where? So, and I will say when I was older, I'm maybe probably 14, 15. So she still had like solid 12 to 13 years of just taking care of everything. 1 second, friend. Oh, I thought my mom was calling me and she was just calling Sam. um, that's even crazier. That homeschooling on top of everything. Again, my hat is off to all the mothers, including my own, because I am not an easy kid. I was not an easy kid, and I'm not an easy person. And God bless my mom. I was not the worst person in the world, but I was not easy. I was just not easy. Um, and so it's kind of a thing where you just have to find a way to do the thing you need to do. Especially if you're a single mom, you don't have a choice. It still has to get done somehow. I look at people with multiple kids in awe because I only had the one kid, and that was hard. Yeah. My mom went back to school to become a nurse, a job where you are always on your feet. At an age older than I'll be tomorrow, even, while parenting 2 preteen daughters on her own in every way, really opens your eyes to how society has shifted its priorities. It was hard for her then. I can't even imagine today. Yes. Yeah. Uh, Again, I'm always like shocked. And I mean, I've seen um, my friends and family do it. I'm still shocked. Because it is also comes from my POV because I'm like, I could never. Like, I would just full on crash. I just. And I say that for like moms and dads too, because while statistically, there's more absent dads than moms, dads that are present, they still face the same things. And when I say present, I'm just saying that they're not physically just there, that they are like present and active participants in their kid's life. Um, so yeah, I'm in awe. I'm like, this is just 1 week of full time, and I am like, if my brother came in Sunday to help me with a couple of things, and he's coming tomorrow morning to help me with a couple other things, and I'm just like, so grateful. So grateful. Like I am like, you have absolutely no idea. Like just these little things that he is doing is just again so helpful. And now he can do it because my nephew is in university and is technically an adult and he can be pretty independent. Um but oh my god. Now I understand why he asked me a lot of help when my nephew was a lot younger. But again, yo, parents, you guys are heroes, honestly. Um, I'll say back in the day, in previous generations, they really took the to heart that it takes a village because that village is important. People have lost the notion of having a village this day. That's true. Because honestly, you don't know now if you can even trust everyone in your village. True. One second. Okay. Yeah, some people don't have a village or even a neighborhood. True. Uh, Fate, universe, my DNA cells, whatever knew to not give me the desire because as a chronic girly, there is no way. Nope. Yeah. I mean, I don't have any, thank God, any chronic illnesses. I don't. I won't say that my carpal tunnel is at a point that is chronic. So I'm not gonna categorize it like that. So I don't misrepresent. Um, but I am someone who really enjoys her alone time. Like I'm not only an introvert, I am a homebody. And after the blip during 2020, it kind of like you like it cemented it even more. I enjoy my own company, so the idea of having a kid with you 24/7 for at the very least 18 years, that sounds maddening. Like no. I don't hate kids or anything like at all. Again, the closest child to me is my nephew, and I always said to him like, I love you, I will give up my life for you. I'm just glad that I can give you back to your parents. It sounds a little horrible, but that's where I'm at, and I'm so glad like God or the universe didn't give me a kid. I'm glad that my immediate family never pushed me or never made me feel bad for not wanting kids. None of my friends made me feel bad. Extended family, dubious. For any, you can ask any Hispanic person. Extended family, they're just toxic. So, Lord. But yeah, so since I was never like pressure to conform, quote unquote, to society, I am able to be 38 years old and have zero kids. Um, and never was made like no one in my immediate family or my friends made me feel bad about it. Um, I'll look into fostering every other week, but the lack of village stops me every time. And I remember having this conversation with a couple of my friends who do feel very strongly about having families, and I'm like, the only time that I will consider kids if I am like extremely comfortable economically, and I will probably adopt. I most likely adopt. Like I don't need to pass my genes to another person. I don't need to pass my genes to another person. So if I am ever in a position that I am like extremely comfortable, I will rather invest my time, my money, and my emotions into someone who has been betrayed by their family and have been failed by their country. That kind of thing. Um, eh, that too. I love my alone time. Yes. Yes. Hmm. True. Young adults. I My mom used to have a coworker, and she fostered and later they adopted, and she was a preteen. Um, and it's so heartwarming to see how how much you can change someone's life when they are already aware of the prejudice. Um, and I think that just saying my mom that I'm like, if I am going to invest so much, I would rather do that for someone. Like, I don't have any notion, any grand notion of passing my genes or my last. No, no. I am okay with dying and no one knows who I am. I'm okay with that. But again, if I'm investing that amount of anything, I will rather do it for someone who genuinely will help and will what is the word, will impact their life, and they will get a higher chance to have a better, happier life. Um, watch content creators doing their thing and their kids coming in to interrupt, and my internal reaction tells me everything I need to know that it was not the life for me. True, true, true. Uh, it will be such a blessing to someone because older kids take longer to get adopted or something. Sometimes even foster because it's of them being older. Yeah. It's as a foster child. Yeah. And I don't have kids either. I love writing them in fictions, but no, I enjoy my time. Hence, even romantic relationships. I like my alone time too much at this rate. True. True, true, true. I've always wanted kids since I was little. I wanted a big family too. I wanted three biological and I wanted to adopt three, but I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do all that by myself. Sadly, marriage never happened. True. Yes. Wanting a child and knowing you can provide for a child bearing some crisis makes things much more enjoyable. Yes. What is this about? Hello, Margaret! Um, if I had known motherhood as a young woman the way I know motherhood now, I'd have been a lot more depressed over not being able to conceive for so long. I was never sad over it, just took it as what was meant to be. Just that's fine. Lisa said, if I could adopt right now, I would. I have two older special need kids and will take more if I could afford it, honestly. It's hard as a single mom, but I love being a mom. Yeah. Now, you're a trooper, Alicia. You really are. I do understand why some people don't want to be, though this world's crazy these days. I do like my own time, though. Yeah. I do understand that every parent will want to have their alone time. Like, that's just human beings. Um, but also, you can tell when humans do enjoy parenting because no matter, like that said, no matter how much you get interrupted, you still find some joy in your kid needing you or wanting your attention or seeking out your opinion or just seeking you out. And there's some of us that just sounds like a nightmare. No one needs my jeans. That's why I'm writing words. Eva, I find my why. Jeans. I'm blessed to have lots of me time. Yes. You also do have, for what I can see, because obviously I am not you and I'm not in your house the entire time. But what I can see, you do have a pretty balanced family life, which feels like it makes you, it allows you to be the best mom you can be for your kid, which is wonderful. After spinning facts tonight. Absolutely too many people have kids who should have never had them, so I say if a person knows they don't want them, don't have them. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I got your carbs. Oh my god, thank you so much. I just read them like 25 minutes ago. Magnet's so cute. I keep thinking, what if it sticks to some mailbox and never arrives? Or no! But at least they arrived. I do have an amazing mom who helps me if I need some me time, so I do have that village in my life to help. That's good. That's good. I just made sure that I was that village for my brother. Like, that's one thing I always told my family, I much try to be the cool aunt, the aunt their niece and nephews can rely on, the sister my brother can call and be like, hey, I need you to pick him here and there. Like, when I was still in Virginia, I came here one of the times that I came for vacation, and he was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I know you're on vacation, but can you pick your nephew here and take him there and blah blah blah?" And I'm like, "Of course, like, why wouldn't I?" So I'll just spend a Saturday, I think, being the aunt, just taking my nephew to all of his different sports um, events. So, and that was totally nice. I enjoyed that day. He had a really good time. He was like, because he started like playing when I left, so I was at that point. I never saw him playing, so he was a little bit bummed out that my brother and his mom couldn't go, but he got the next best thing, which is the cool aunt. So, my hope is that everyone who genuinely desires to be a parent is able to have that opportunity, because too many people who shouldn't have kids do. 100%. Oh my god, when my daughter was little, I used to go hide in a closet for like 10 minutes just to get some time alone. I ended up becoming a game for her to try to find me, but for me it was a long time. That probably was a fun core memory for her. And you got some alone time, some like, whoosa. Yes, how blessed I am to have a child who interrupts me. True. Also, hi Christian, how are you? It's been a long time for me since I've seen you. But also it's kind of like my fault. So, my mom will help a ton if she could, which wasn't true 20 years ago, but she's so far an 80 years old. Yeah. There's no default parent in my home. My son has a very invested and present father. I can relate to that life. Yes. My mother is my son's only grandparent. Oh. I'm working now to make my found family here years later, but who's counting? I don't want a family. Can I be found instead? Love that. I am the only parent, became a single parent early this year after escaping DV. I'm glad you were able to leave that. definitely kudos, applause, everything, because it's really, really hard. And not only emotionally, but to be able to leave safely physically is very hard. So, 100% kudos to you. From where I sit, it looks like Eva family time feels for creativity and vice versa, enough to make it look smooth like jazz. Yes. Good work escaping. I was a child when my mother did the same. And thank you to Eva. I don't work and have a dutiful partner. I get why the bad shit keeps coming at me. It's all about balance, right? It's all good. I took a break from writing and just came back to it. Nice. No, that's not how it's supposed to work. And then I'm getting to the end of the comments so far. I'm so happy you and your little one are finally free. My mother also had to run when I was a toddler. This breaks my heart. Made this feel like a new season of healing. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, friends, I'm gonna bring back this, and we're just gonna plow through the next 3 sprints. So, I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Happy productivity, friends. that is time for the second sprint of the evening. How did we do, friends? How did we do? Also, hi Jocelyn. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I switch projects. I kind of like put a playlist, and that playlist was like, yeah, we want to write this. I got 194 words. I'm sorry, friends. I really hope I'm not getting sick, but I have a feeling that I am getting sick, which is not fun. But I had my guesses that I would not do well health wise. Nowadays. 194. I'm just writing down this word count. Just so you know, I like to keep tabs. I don't think this year has been a writing heavy year for me, but you know, it is what it is. Wina says, definitely spend the entire sprint spinning ideas and looking up best hot chocolate recipes so Hops and I can work on a base. Love that. Christian got 288 words. Love it, love it, love it. Gwyneth says, should have been doing homework, but the Hops is about to take the kiddo outside, and that'll make it easier to focus. So I'll do that on the next sprint. Perfect. You'll be able to get that. We have less than 7 minutes and a half from this break, and I will not deviate this time. So yeah, I went back to The Witch and Her Shadow, which is the second serialized paranormal romance that I am writing that has been on a hiatus for a way too long. I was stuck, and I think I have unstuck myself? Question mark? We shall see. Yeah, it was surprising to see that I already have 4 episodes drafted that I have not revised or anything like that, and I 100% do not remember what they're about. So I'm like, I'll need to read those. But yeah, I'll see if for the next sprint I want to keep writing this. I think I will. Oh, I'm sorry, friends. I think I will. And we shall see. I should check the outline for these episodes, but I also kind of like want to know where this is going. The thing that got me unstuck on this episode, I want to see where it goes, and then I'll just figure out how to get it back in the correct path. Quote unquote correct. Alicia says, I got fixed something to eat during that sprint and got 527 words. That is awesome. Food and writing. Fantastic, Alicia. You're doing fan-freaking-tastic. So, yeah. No yawning. I will apologize well in advance. It's getting kind of like in that portion of the night that I am sleepy. And I am definitely getting in that portion of the week that I am like ready to wave that white flag and just give up. So, um, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I look really tired at work because one of my coworkers, she was like, I know you really don't drink coffee. You only do it when it's absolutely necessary. Do you want coffee today? And I'm like, I must look horrible. But I wave at her that I had an energy drink, and I'm like, I got an energy drink, so I will survive this shift. It just might not look pretty. I so can't type. I meant I fix something. I got it. I got it. My brain had to go a little bit on the southern vocabulary that is somewhere in the back of my head, um, to kind of like get that the fix something is like you know, you cook something, you prepare something, I don't know, you reheated something to eat. Um, but that's okay. I eventually got there. I just had to like find it in the recesses of um, my brain. I am southern born, so it makes sense. Yes, it does. I mean, when I was in Virginia, everyone was fixing something, and I'm like, yeah, huh? I eventually learned it, and I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. That's one of the phrases that it never stick to me, because it's just not something like in my brain. Is like you cook something, you reheat something, you buy something, like I in my brain doesn't compute that fixing and food together. Um, but yeah, I got there eventually. Just one of the things that you're like, I have heard this somewhere, and I know what this means. Where in my brain is it? It's so funny. One of the things that I do enjoy about language is, you know, learning different like phrases and local turns of phrases and things like that. It's always so interesting, both in English and Spanish. Um, Though sometimes Spanish is a little wild with their different meanings. We got it, Regina. Hi, Regina. Hello, hello. Checking in to say hi. Still taking headache medicine. Oh no, so I'm not very chatty. That's okay. You do prioritize your health. Our friend Regina did revise 2,265 words today. Bravo, friend. That is fantastic. Maybe that's why I'm still on medication. I love you guys. Have a fun stream. I hope you get rest. Try to have a lot of grace with yourself. And maybe the large amount of words revised are kind of like piling up on that headache. But hopefully you'll be able to get relief and rest real soon. DC says hi. And Alicia says, oh no, I hope the meds kicks in quickly and you feel better. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, friends. We are less than 10 seconds away from that third sprint. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself, and I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Happy productivity, friends! guys, that was our third sprint. How did we do? Let me see how much I wrote. 1 second. Okay. So it was like, wait, that is not the end of that sentence. Okay, so I got 288 words during that sprint. So I was not just singing. I wrote a little bit. Wrote just a little bit. Just again, the music is too good. Music is too good. So let's see. Casey's like, Esther is jamming. I am, for a hot second, I was like, yeah, maybe I should, like, turn on the microphone so there's, like, the keyboard ASMR kind of thing. But at the same time, I'm like, but I sing a lot while I'm here. And if I'm talking to Sam or if I talk to my mom, I'll just have to be like constantly checking if the microphone is on or off. So it's just like, you know, at this point, a lot of people have their own keyboards that sound just exactly or as close as they wanted it to sound. I don't really need to hear my Panda one, because that's the one that I'm still using, the Panda one. I kind of like, there is a keyboard that I want from the same company the Panda is from, and there's a couple of keycaps that I want to change the keycaps on my Apple Maker keyboard, my smaller keyboard. But I'm just like, no one needs to. At this point in time, most people that really enjoy mechanical keyboards and specific sounds in keyboards, most of them will have their own. So they're probably listening to their keyboards. Thank you. Gwynna says, finish one discussion reply and need to do one more for the week. So we got one more sprint. But if kiddo and husband are kind of like getting close to coming back, you can always mute the tab and keep working so you can get it done. As much as done or all of it done before they come home. C. This environmental science class requires all discussion posts and replies to correctly incorporate and cite 2 peer-reviewed sources. Oh, Lord Jesus. That is... it's science, but... bless you, Gwynna. Bless you. I actually have a playlist that's just keyboard ASMR in case I want that. See, that's fantastic. Oh, they're back, but the hero husband put it on Bluey, thank God. Oh, nice. Husband and Bluey for the win. And as for this, I legit have, it is a private folder, but on Instagram, you can kind of like bookmark, save reels, and post. And I have one that is specific for mechanical keyboards. have so many. Like at this point, when I go to my reels or just the search section on my Instagram, I would say at this point 80% are just mechanical keywords. Yeah, I bit off more than I can chew with this one for sure. I shouldn't have opted out of the easy peasy run of the mill 100 level science course. Yeah, but you live and you learn. Hopefully, you will remember that for another class that you will be like, yeah, no, let me take just the bare minimum that I need. Um, totally get that. Uh, I thought I wanted a challenge, and now I have a challenge. I hate it. That is so relatable. That is so relatable. Oh my god. I'm sorry. That is so relatable. Tiffany says, food has been consumed and now doing some graphics. Maybe I can finish the epilogue later tonight. The night is young for y'all. Because for me, it's getting, we're close to being 9:30, so we're very close to being 10 p.m. So, yeah. But some of you have 1 hour, 2, 3, or 4 hours more to your day, so, the day is young, the night is young. You gotta laugh or you cry, man. Laugh always. It's just for some reason that laughing turned into like a cough. And I'm like, damn, I don't want to get sick. I really don't want to get sick. Um, but we shall see. I'm sorry. Oh, Lordy, Lord. I am like all sorts of my body is like all sorts of tired. And I bet that I will go to bed, lay in bed, watch something, and then in a blink of an eye, it's 1 a.m. and I am freaking out because I should be sleeping because I need to wake up early in the morning. And that's my life. And some days I resent it. But most days I'm just like, yeah, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Which is not a good, it's not a positive, it's not a healthy sentiment. So don't do as I do or say. So yeah, we got minute and 20 so far from the last break. We're gearing up to the last sprint of the evening, the last 30 minutes of the evening. So if you need to refill your water, get some snack, run to the bathroom and pee, this will be the time. So you can come back and the sprint already started. Yeah, I don't have anything specific to say. I'll do like the promotional things at the end of the stream. Obviously, at this point, if you're still here and you haven't tapped the like button, please do so. If you want to subscribe for more streams like this, and some planning related stream, you can. So subscribing is for free. I used to have more content, but I am not. I'm just trying to survive, friends. So I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. This is the last one, friends. So give it your best shot. See you in 30. time. That was our last sprint of the evening. I am trying to find where did I don't think I wrote a lot this section. Um, because I let's see. One second. Yeah, I don't think I wrote any. I probably wrote. Yeah, I got 58 words. Reason be that I needed to find something that happened so many episodes ago, like over 10 episodes ago. And I'm like, I know I wrote it. I know is in Karina's POV. And I have a feeling is one of these chapters just based on the titles. But I am not 100% sure which one. So I spent most of that sprint just reading to find um, the information that I needed. I quickly type it down in my Notion page, so in case I need to reference that again, I'll have it in Notion. But I was like, I know I already established this, but where? Where? But I found it, and now it's raining like crazy. Great. Great. Um, so when I did finish the discussions, it's time to find food, and kind of like it dawned on her that that was the final sprint, and forgot that she had a family phone call, so she already skedaddled. And you're very welcome for the sprint. Christian got 539 words. Fantastic. That is fabulous. Love it. Tiffany kept working on graphics. And for the stream, I got about a little over 900 words. Love that. Love that. Love that. Hopefully, Alicia is close or already got her 3K for the evening. So yeah, at least I unstuck. I had intentions to work on something else. Music inspire other things, and I finally got unstuck on that episode. So yay, yay for things. And I clearly didn't write a lot because trying to figure things out and kind of like fighting the ache and the pain in my fingers. I need to get new compression gloves. These do not compress anymore. Um, and I seem to use them so often that when I see my purchase history, it seems that I am buying new ones every year or every year and a half. And I'm like, I should just buy like, I don't know, 4 packs or something like that, so I can have them already instead of like having to wait to have the money and order them and all that. But alas, that is a problem for future Esther. Right now, I am just going to, start saying good night. I should be at Inimitable Books YouTube stream this Sunday, the 9th. I think it's 9 Easter, so it's gonna be 10 a.m. for me. Yeah, I promise I will show up on November, and I managed to um, put, I think, 2 days that it will be possible. So I should be there this Sunday with a couple other author friends. After that, I keep saying that I'm gonna see if I can stream on Twitch. I had intentions. My calendar had blocks of time that says writing stream on Twitch, but I got home too tired. Hopefully next week I can do 1 or 2, quote unquote. We shall see. I do have Saturdays kind of like a relax, fun kind of thing. So I may play The Sims and maybe I'll stream it. I'm not sure. And if I do, I don't know which challenge I will be doing. Because I do have the Zodiac challenge that I am doing with Des and Deidre. But I also doing the Barbie challenge by myself, just my lonesome self. So yeah, I have 2 saves that I can play with. Um, yeah, that will be pretty much it for now. Thank you so much for being here, for keeping me company and keeping me accountable even through the pain. Thank you for having a lovely chat with me. And hopefully I'll see you on Sunday on Inimitable Books YouTube channel. If not, I'll see you either if I show up on Twitch or next Friday, same time, same channel. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Have a good evening and a good weekend. Bye.